In this video, I'm going to talk about where you should be buying cubes from. Now, this can be quite a complex issue, as the answer to where should I buy cubes can change depending on what you are buying and where you live. So I will try to be as inclusive and general as possible. There are timestamps in the description if you want just a specific aspect of where to buy cubes. My basic plan is to give lots of information about all of the stores and then use that to talk about where you should buy cubes from. For the majority of people, there are three types of cube store: Chinese stores, American stores, and the stores that are local to your country. Obviously, these can overlap if you live in America or China. For the Chinese stores, the biggest ones, and the ones that I will be talking about today, are CubeZZ and ZiiCube. For American stores, you have TheCubicle and SpeedCubeShop. For the local country stores, it will obviously vary depending on your country. Some examples are Cubes UK and speedcube.com.au. There are many of them, but they are all generally quite similar, so I will talk about them as a block. So now I will talk in general about what these stores are like. The Chinese stores have a very good selection when it comes to cubes, but do not stock lubes, and have a limited selection when it comes to timers and other extra things. They have very cheap prices and shipping, but the shipping takes a very long time to arrive, usually around 2 to 4 weeks. The two US stores have a really good selection in basically everything. You can get anything you want from there. The prices are higher than the Chinese stores, and the shipping is more expensive, but the packages do come faster, generally in just over a week for worldwide shipping. In general, the local country stores have high prices, the highest out of the three, but they usually have very low shipping costs and shipping times. The selection can vary from store to store, but it is generally very good and can sometimes be the best, as they can stock both items exclusive to TheCubicle and items exclusive to SpeedCubeShop. Following on from that, let's talk about ZiiCube Vs CubeZZ, the two Chinese stores. CubeZZ has a much better, more easily navigable website. CubeZZ has free shipping, but ZiiCube has lower cube prices than CubeZZ, so they are very similar in price. Generally, CubeZZ is better for small orders, and ZiiCube is better for larger orders, but for every individual order, I would check which one is cheapest, as it is not always one. The shipping times on both of these stores is very inconsistent. You could have your cube in a week or a month, but generally it is about 2 to 3 weeks. Both stores are very similar in shipping time, so shipping time should not really affect your decision between the two, only price. Right, so now let's talk about SpeedCubeShop versus TheCubicle. The ways that they differ from each other are basically lube and their custom setup cubes, as their prices and shipping are nearly identical. In terms of lube, TheCubicle wins. They have a wide variety of effective and interesting lubes. SpeedCubeShop have a small range of boring lubes that don't really do that much and all have kind of the same effect. So if you want lubes, you should get TheCubicle lubes. In terms of their custom setup cubes, like the Cosmic cubes from SpeedCubeShop and the Angstrom cubes from TheCubicle, it is not clear cut who wins. Of the most premium setup cubes, which is Cosmic from SpeedCubeShop and a whole lot from TheCubicle, there is no clear winner. The Cosmic line is a safe bet, consistently good, and TheCubicle's lines can be really good or just decent, as some of their setups just don't really work with some of the cubes. So if you're going to buy these type of cubes, you should be watching lots of individual reviews on them to decide where to buy from, as the answer can change from cube to cube. So, now with all the information about the stores, let's discuss where you should buy from if you live in the USA. We'll do the USA first, because you don't need to factor in the local stores, as SpeedCubeShop and TheCubicle are your local stores. So, If the thing you want is on CubeZZ or ZiiCube, you should get it from there, as it will be a lot cheaper than from anywhere else. However, if the thing you want is exclusive to SpeedCubeShop or TheCubicle, or you want your cubes fast, you should buy from SpeedCubeShop or TheCubicle. So now let's talk about if you live outside of the USA. Now this is a lot of people from a lot of countries. Your local store may be different in the things they stock and the prices, but I will try to be as inclusive as possible. Once again, if you can get what you want at ZiiCube or CubeZZ, you should get it from there, as it will save you money. You could also get it at your local store to get it fast, but I probably wouldn't recommend doing that, as the extra cost will be a lot, and it probably won't be worth it. Now, if the thing you want is exclusive to SpeedCubeShop or TheCubicle, things become more difficult, as these items may also be stocked by your local country store. Obviously, if it's not stocked by your local store, just get it from SpeedCubeShop or TheCubicle. However, if it is also stocked by your local country store, we need to see which option is best. This should be pretty easy to answer, just see which one is cheaper. For small orders, it will probably be your local store, and for large orders, it will probably be TheCubicle or SpeedCubeShop.